The iPhone 15 Pro is changing the game for creative freelancers like photographers and videographers. The cameras on this thing are incredible. The ability to record ProRes log is still blowing my mind, and the barrier to entry to earn money as a creative freelancer has been lowered. Some professionals are worried that kids with phones are going to take their jobs, and others are excited for the possibility of using an iPhone as a professional video camera. The reality is, getting paid for content creation has been democratized and made accessible to anyone with a phone, some creative ability, and some basic business skills. My name is Chris Pieta, and I run a production company, and I teach creative business here on YouTube. What does the iPhone 15 Pro mean for freelancers like photographers and videographers? That's what we're answering here today. Let's just take a step back and see how far we've actually come with phone cameras and the industry in general. Just a few decades ago, it would have been unheard of for someone like me or you watching to create an ad for a company, a music video for an artist, or even a film. We're living in a wild time where you can buy the latest phone, invest a few $1,000s in learning how to run business through an online program, buy a few extra pieces of gear, and have what it takes to run a creative agency. That's absolutely insane. This is only possible because of the internet. Back in the day, there were very few big companies. You had the Coca-Colas of the world that would hire an agency and pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars to produce a TV commercial. This production would involve cameras that cost tens of thousands of dollars, huge studio spaces, hired actors, and so many moving parts. And Coca-Cola spending hundreds of thousands on this would have given them a positive ROI, a positive return on investment. They'd make money. But you or I could never produce this kind of commercial for them. The barrier to entry here was so high, and only a select few directors got to do this kind of thing. And they were behind a wall of agents negotiating on their behalf. Fast forward to the rise of the internet and e-commerce, and now anyone can start their own company. Someone can start an independent soda brand, create a Shopify store, and run a successful business. The barrier to entry to starting a business has been lowered, and with this came the rise of smaller production studios and independent creators. Creation has been democratized. This small soda brand doesn't need a $100,000 shoot for their product. They need someone like you or like me to do it. We don't need an agent to represent us. We can land this client ourselves using the frameworks I teach on my YouTube channel and in my website linked below. And we're not filming or photographing on super expensive cameras either. We're using professional cameras to do this, but honestly, they're more consumer cameras than professional. And now with the iPhone 15 Pro bringing 4K 60 ProRes log into the phone, well, you can shoot a professional looking ad with just your phone. Last week, I published a video discussing whether or not the iPhone 15 Pro is good enough to land paying product photography clients. If you want to know the answer to that question, check out that video after you're done watching this one. Over the past 2 decades, starting a business and becoming a freelancer has slowly started to become the norm. At least that's how it feels among the creative community that I'm in. What's happened has been incredible for us. The creation process has become democratized. The internet has democratized business, and content creation has really been affected by it. When I say democratized, what I mean is that this career path has been made available to nearly everyone. You don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to go to school to learn photography or filmmaking or even business. You can buy an online course that will teach you everything. And most of the courses for photography or videography or business have guarantees, which is crazy. This is disrupting the traditional education model. But I'm getting off topic here. This is a video about the iPhone 15 Pro. What happens when everyone has the ability to create amazing content out there? What happens when our gear truly doesn't matter because everyone has the best gear? Well, it's a similar thing that has been happening with the rise of AI. We've seen AI all over the place. ChatGPT, Photoshop's generative AI fill, and even captions you see on social media videos. Short form videos on social media have drastically changed over the past 2 years or so. 2 years ago, the best videos on social had nice looking captions, and that's as far as their editing went. But with the rise of AI, everyone has access to these super fancy captions and animations because the AI apps just do it all for you. The barrier to entry has been lowered. So you might think everyone's content will just start to look the same. Everyone will have these pretty captions, and the best people will look like the average people. But that's not what happened. What happened was that the threshold for what makes a good video was raised way up. Now that everyone has access to this, the best people in the space had to go all out to make their stuff stand out. I've been seeing some incredible editing in people's short form video because they're being pushed to be better and better because everyone is on a level playing field now with all these AI tools. When everyone has access to the best technology, the people with the best skills win. Skills are what differentiate people nowadays. When we're talking about shooting content with an iPhone, what skills come to mind? Casey Neistat said it best. It's all about the story. Storytelling is what differentiates a good piece of content from a bad one. When everyone's videos have the same quality because they're shot on the same cameras, then the story and the editing skills are what separate the good from the bad. People are going to watch something because of the story, the emotional connection they get with the characters, the struggle the characters go through, the resolution at the end. Building up these skills is going to be so important. I've heard of photographers and videographers being scared that kids can come in, shoot great videos with their phones. They're scared that they're going to be replaced by these kids, and they should be scared. If they can't keep up with the new talent, the better skills of other people, then they will be replaced. Why would a client go with a worse service? We live in a competitive landscape. As creatives, we're always competing for clients, and the best creatives will get those clients. As creatives who run businesses, we need to constantly be on top of learning the new trends and honing our skills. The best option for the client will win, but it's not just about creative skills. Business skills are going to play a huge role in who gets to work with clients and who gets left behind. In the age of the internet, it's never been more important to learn the business skills to find clients, to convince them to work with you, and to keep them coming back for more. If you can learn these 3 things, you'll be fine, but you need to know these 3 core business skills. If you need help, I have a free workshop that teaches you my exact 4-step blueprint for landing clients, how I price my work, and how I've scaled my business. Link for that free workshop is down below. Secure your spot today if you want to learn the business skills that will set you apart. Now at this point, it's normal to think that the reality I've described is still a long way out, but that's not true. Already, we've seen a music video for a big name artist be filmed on the new iPhone. Olivia Rodrigo's video for Get Him Back was filmed on an iPhone 15 Pro, and that video looks amazing. You can really see the log footage shine here. There's a lot of flexibility in the edit. Now, 99% of the people won't be able to tell what kind of camera this was even filmed on. They're going to assume it was some sort of professional camera that costs more than their car, but it was filmed on an iPhone that they have in their pockets as well. Now, you may be saying, okay, but this was just a music video. What about a feature film? What about something Christopher Nolan would put on an IMAX screen? Well, Nolan only shoots in film, so I don't expect him to ever shoot on an iPhone. But recently, a movie came out that was shot on a camera that you and I can buy. The movie, The Creator, was released in IMAX in 2023, and it was shot on the Sony FX3. For those that don't know, the Sony FX3 is a compact camera that costs $4,000. Not cheap, but nowhere near the cost of a traditional cinema camera that costs $50,000 plus. This film being released in theaters after being shot on a $4,000 camera is insane to me. It lowers the barrier to entry for filmmaking, and the trend is going to continue. As technology gets better, the barrier to entry gets lowered. As freelance photographers and videographers, the important thing to develop here are skills that will differentiate you in the crowded market. Business skills are timeless and everyone should learn them. Learn sales, learn marketing, learn operations, and customer experience. Skills like storytelling are so important these days. Clients are no longer going to be able to see a difference between the quality of the gear that you use. You need to differentiate yourself somehow with the results that you bring to your clients and the stories that you tell. And you need the business skills to win those clients to work with you. Luckily, you can learn all those business skills in that free workshop in the description. It's 60 minutes filled with the exact skills that you need. You can get instant access to it if you sign up today. My name is Chris Pieta. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.